I've now tapped this guy, and he looked at me, I looked at him. I said, bro, I know you, fam. He said, yeah, I do know you. He's like, where do I know you from? I was like, bro, were you the security guard that's on the door for the hip-hop karaoke thing?
Look at your plug.
He said, wait, is that you? I said, bro, before I knew I was there with Wizkid, fam. I'm inside, fam. He let me in. Like, as soon as I said that, he was like, bro, why did he pushed me in. That kind of caused a funny thing with the internationals. Because they're like, did you pay? Did you? Anyway, whatever. I didn't care. I'm now in the room with Wizkid, innit? He's doing a madness, like, obviously, nothing bad, just partying and that. Oh, yeah, remember, I normally see Wizkid on TV doing this now. So, when I'm doing this, I'm like, oh, this is mad. So, I'm on Snapchat, snapping and whatever, cool. Then I'm now thinking, okay, how the hell am I going to get, because I'm not going to be that guy, excuse me, can I, I still have to figure out a way to get to this guy, innit? Yeah. So, in the meantime, I ain't going to waste the fact that I just saw Sneakbo, innit? So, I went to Sneakbo, I talked to him, he exchanges numbers with me. Yeah. Calm. How am I going to get to Wizkid? He leaves now, yeah? But the way he leaves through the back of Igloo. I didn't even know there was a back of Igloo. Yeah, this is my first time here, innit? So the way he goes through the back, the security guard don't know me from nowhere, innit? So he stopped me like...
Touch your chest and like, yo.
What you saying? I've now had to leave. Yeah. Go to the back. I get to the back. Yeah. Wizkid's in the car. I meet Wizkid. Chat to Wizkid. I get his email address. And then that's that, innit? But I just wanted to like basically say how our story of me finally meeting you guys and seeing what you guys are bringing to the table now. After that event, I was like, mate, I need to now know who these individuals are that are causing this commotion and why they're doing this, how they're doing this, etc. Yeah, fam, going from there, fam.
I don't know where to kick it off. Like I'm not gonna lie, I always say that event was probably like, I'm lying, man, it was the best event I've been to in my life.
Was it the best event?
No, like, mate, a 30-minute set with Wizkid,
mate.
10-minute set, like,
how much did that cost today, fam? How much would that cost today?
Bro, if that was an investment. But, like, 30-minute set with Wizkid, 10-minute set with, like, 6-minute set with Sneakbo, like, I don't think you understand. If that's the one thing I wish that we recorded 24 hours before the event. That would have been a madness. Like, I wish you, like, just the fact that we, like, man was there and I got a phone call from, because see, Kenny also he's been a supporter man from a long time. Because I feel like the thing about Brian, I was saying that, you know what, Brian is nice, the club scene's here, but I want to bring London here. Yeah. I want to bring the scene, like, what us man up, but I want it to be like a show. Like, and obviously, when I was young, I grew up on Kenny All-Star and Afrobeat shutting down North and East in clubs. NW10, that's it, NW10. I grew up on that. So like, I used to travel for them, man. So I thought, cool. Like Kenny also to come perform to do his thing at Brighton. So the fact that I got the phone call and they said, you know what, your Sneak was interested, are you down? Like, love for that. Because obviously that was life changing. I'm thinking, like, I grew up on Sneakbo. I didn't grow up on gigs. Like, gigs is calm. Right. But I grew up on Sneakbo, like, but yeah.
No, they didn't see what happened before this conversation.
No. But Sneak, like, fam, I grew up on Sneakbo, man.
That's nice. Anyway, so but most of us grew up on gigs.
Yeah. Most of you grew up on gigs still.
Let's not even go back to that argument, fam.
Obviously, you know, Afro Swing Godfather, innit?
Yeah. Continue. I'm gonna say they're both very good.
Yeah, they're very great. No, they're both amazing artists. But just the fact that somebody I grew up on, like, you got to remember that Imperial started with 200 people. We didn't even start a campus party. Yeah. We went from being on a campus party to getting ourselves to the seafront. Being actual, like, we were uni students, we were kids, to then hiring out one of the biggest clubs in Brighton on the seafront, and then from there having your favorite artist, Wizkid, that you've been listening to from when you were young, and having Sneakbo. I was listening to Sneakbo when I was in like secondary school, and you're thinking, raw, like, man, not only that man's got the wristbands. This is our party.
Exactly.
This is our event. So I thought, like, I went to bed as a happy man. Exactly. I'm not gonna lie, man.
So I wanted to talk to you about. So after that event, now you said you wanted to come to uni to dominate.
Oh yeah,
This is the second year of uni, fam. Yeah. I feel like you've done enough.
Oh yeah.
More than dominated in this.
Like that space alone was ownership. Like, but at the same time, that comes with good and bad things. Okay. In a sense where when you feel like when you feel like you own a place, or you're like, oh, mate, like, because I feel like it's monopolization. Like I thought, mate, if you guys want to party to London music, it had to be Imperial most time. Like, because the clubs weren't really playing that proper Afrobeat stuff, and if it was Fuso DG. No disrespect to him, but that was the closest. So it came with the good, the bad, and the ugly. Yeah, I would say that.
So going on, let's focus on. We spoke about a lot about the highs now. Let's focus on like the not so nice side of this whole situation. Like, what were the things that were challenging while you were going through this whole process?
So I'll say, do you know what it is? I think it was interesting to see the people that uplifted you to get you to where you was. Then people wanted to take you down for the same thing.
So what do you mean by take you down?
No, like, because you have to also understand that, like, it's complicated mixing friendship and business.
Okay.
Now you got a whole year thinking that, you know what, this guy wouldn't be who he was if we didn't invest in him. But they're not thinking about the nights, like the fact that man had to go out there and freaking pull up posters, bus stop to bus stop. Thinking about the structure, the infrastructure. Like I was HR, promoter, accountant, like social media analytics, like and A&R, but they're seeing it from a perspective of, you know what, if I don't give him £10, he'd be nothing without me. Not realizing that I had to create value for you even to see I was worth £10 anyway. So that was interesting.
What I find interesting about that as well, I don't know how much you want to dwell on this topic as well, is that the crazy thing about that situation, because eventually it got to a point where it felt like, and I've now joined, let's not even go into that, because that's like another story in itself. I've now joined you, man, and I've kind of seen the high. Remember, my first experience was a high. It was the highest. We didn't even mention that. Not that it's that important, but that's like Schuster's record for the amount of women in attendance and that. Like so many. That was a very big event.
That was, I think, like, mate, at that time, that was the most black people in Shush, without a doubt.
I'm gonna say so. It was a big event.
It was a big event.
I've tasted the high now. I've joined you guys, and the next few events were very good events. They weren't Wizkid. But they were very good events.
They were good events.
Then I've started to realize now there's a certain energy around Imperial. Brand of Imperial.
As a brand.
Do you know what I mean? Almost the thing I'm hearing. Oh, but why you did Imperial though? But why don't you just do ACS? You know what I'm saying? Well, why? And I kind of realized, wait a minute. In my mind, I'm thinking this is the only thing we have as black people outside of ACS. Because ACS isn't, contrary to popular belief, ACS is not meant to be.
It's not for race.
Society.
ACS is for educate, enlighten, and entertain. That's your third thing to focus on.
It's not the most important thing. So I'm like, this is our thing. Like, why do you guys have an issue with it?
Yeah, I think, like, as much as I love, like my people, and just it's not even, it's a people thing. I think it's not even like our people thing. It's a people thing.
General,
Like, it's like everyone loves to invest in the underdog until that underdog knows he ain't no underdog. That's when things change.
Do you think it's a change in that by the time you now have hit that pinnacle, you as a person and the team as a whole and the brand itself were moving different?
No, I think it came with both.
Or do you think you people were treating you different?
No, I think it came with both. Like, mate, like, you can't expect, like, I think it's easy to judge it from the outside, but you've not been in our shoes. You've not been in a perspective where, like, you could ask Jason. Jason would tell you, fam, I didn't have ID for more than a year. You don't know what it feels like to go to a club and you don't need to ask for ID. You don't know what it feels like. You don't know what it feels like for you to go to a club and you don't need to pay for drinks. You don't know what it feels like. You don't know what it feels like to you to be chilling with Wizkid and then chilling with Stormzy and then going to lectures. You don't know what it feels like. Like, you just don't know what you don't know what it feels like. Like, it's like you're still getting judged from a now perspective. Like, oh, but he's this, he's that. Like, till to this day, I told people I never went to Oceana. I didn't have to. I had my own stuff. Like, why would I need to go give prison money or Oceana money? And some people saw it as arrogant or he thinks he's better. But I saw it as I've got my own thing why do I need to, like, I don't love clubbing that much. People don't understand. I used to love clubbing, but by the time I did Imperial, it was about money. It was about making money. It wasn't about going clubbing. It wasn't about going partying. Yeah, that was fun, but I didn't love clubbing that much for me to be there on a regular, weekly basis.
And some people don't even know. I remember that, I don't know if you want to talk about it as well, going to a prison and trying to present them with an event.
Oh, yeah.
And what they felt about our kind of people, our kind of people's music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? So
it was a tough one. Like it came with, I feel like, and the thing about me, I wasn't an open book. Like, if you judged me from what you saw from the outside, you have a sour taste.
Yeah.
You'd have to know me for you to realize. Like, people used to be like, they used to say to my Mandem all the time. They used to get along with my Mandem and be like, but how do you get along with Junior? But why Junior though? Why is he like this? But then it's like, if you gravitate to my Mandem been my Mandem since the beginning. I've not changed. Like, I've had the same boys around me since the first day of uni.
You know what? That's interesting. I think with guys now, just focusing on guys.
Yeah.
That's something I've noticed. Like, with your kind of personality, I've come across a lot of people with personalities where it's very difficult to take them in. The first take.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say. And if you do take them in, it's either really bad or you're just like, I don't really want to chat to that person again, kind of thing. But I think I've learned how to understand the person behind that initial encounter. You know what I'm trying to say? And my encounter with you wasn't really bad. I respected you. I saw you on the front of the beach as well with me, giving out and doing things. So I respected you from there, innit? I didn't see you as this arrogant guy. I saw you doing the work. You get what I'm trying to say? So I could already respect you from there. But I think sometimes with Mandem, this is what's wrong with the Mandem. After all, I feel like we can get intimidated by people who think. Intimidation is.
I think that's facts.
I think it's intimidation, isn't it? You call it what you want to call it.
Yeah, but
remember,
it's intimidation.
I'm seeing things from both perspectives. I'm in the middle.
This is before you. This is you saw it from my outside, and you saw it from being inside. And then you could, even from you being inside, you can still see how it looks outside.
And I could see, for example, now. I could see on the inside how you guys were, and how like the kind of relationship everyone had, and like what our values were, and I could see what people perceived us to be like, or perceived everyone to be like, because people made it very clear to me, by the way. Oh you're calm, like, but obviously it's the main thing. You know what I'm trying to say, like, it's like, well, it's in black, and I could see like how people, for whatever reason, they didn't explicitly say it to me, but they felt a type of way about Imperial. Eventually, but there was like a bad taste in their mouth.
But at the same time, like, it comes with the business. I think one of the things that I didn't realize, like, when I was young, I used to take it personal. It's so personal. I'd be like, why are they upset? But at the same time, it's like, the older I started getting, I said, I'm just doing me, like, because at the end of the day, I didn't start this for the public satisfaction to be like, oh, everybody must love us. Because at the end of the day, when we first started, they didn't love us. They didn't love us. They had to love us because they realized, oh, you're offering something that others are not. Like, how are you gonna hate somebody that came up with a solution to a problem?
It's true. Until
you realize that that solution is not that much of a problem anymore. But you've changed your perspective. You're forgetting that we could have all sat here and complained and be like, yo, this city's dead. So
why I say intimidation, go back into that point. I think, you see how you said, when I was going to uni, I said, what was in your mind? And you said you wanted to dominate, A lot of people don't think like that. And it's not, I'm not saying it's a fault, I'm not saying it's but a lot of people don't think like that. Especially Mandem. Guys, they don't think like that. So I feel like, the same way I felt that energy from you when I met you, I feel like a lot of other people felt that same energy, but it kind of made them intimidated. They didn't know how to handle it. You were very intense, like, I was as a person.
But the thing is, like, how could I have been able to do Stormzy, Wizkid, Swoosh, and not be intimidated? Like how can I not be intense?
No, let me clarify. You weren't like, you didn't.
I wasn't a dickhead. It's just that I was very approachable, but I knew myself.
Exactly.
I didn't come uni to find myself. Like,
and that's the difference.
That was the difference.
The big difference. A lot of people, you know, I think you hit the nail on the head of that.
Like,
a lot of people came to find
themselves.
So when they met someone, he not only knows himself, but he's helping people, bringing them together. He's doing things that people are only hoping they could do once they leave uni. You know what I'm trying to say? I think a lot of people, deep down, their main issue was,
who am I?
Exactly. And like, when they saw you, it made them uncomfortable.
Yeah, because I used to like. But then the thing, some people saw it as arrogancy, some people saw it as confidence. Like, but then you have to have a bit of that energy for you to go around and be introducing yourself to new people. Be like, hi there, my name's Junior. Hi there, my name's Junior. Like, you have to have some confidence for you to be like, I come to uni in September, by November, we've had our first event.
I think people know that, but they're annoyed at the fact that they haven't got that confidence.
Yeah.
They understand you need to be like that to even get somewhere.
Yeah.
But some people look at you and be like, "Raw, that guy's got. I want to be around him so that I can rub off me and I can be able to. Maybe I won't be as confident as he is, but my confidence will be a bit higher than it is." You know what I'm trying to say? Other people will be like, "I don't like that guy, man. He's something I'm not. I can never be like that." Deep down, this is what they're telling themselves. I think, and that's what causes the.
I think a lot of the problem came from assumptions with you thinking about confidence or you thinking about like, because at the end of the day, you're seeing the end product. You're not seeing how hard I've worked on it. You don't know how many doors I've knocked on, how many people have been rejected, or what I've went through in my life. You see what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people didn't realize that even in uni, that like 7, my dad died. 15, my sister died. Like, I built myself from scratch. You know, people don't know how many times I've reinvented myself, because I will always forever reinvent myself. Like, I will never be in a position where that I go to somewhere and I be like, I don't know who I am. I've always got my core values, and that's especially with Imperial. When I had the Mandem, even the Mandem that wasn't part of Imperial, I always used to tell them, I'd be like, you know what? Imperial's not a team, it's a lifestyle. Like, it's about us, man. Like,
it's a mentality.
It's a mentality. It's just us, man, are here to execute. Like, we're here to do something. We could either sit here and talk about what we could have done or what we should have done, but we actually do it. Every idea we came up with in our house, we did it. There's not, like, us, man, did everything we wanted to do, from doing culture events to doing events from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. to like, even we've done everything. With acts, weekly. It might have not been, but we did it.
Even things like, let's get to the point.
Let's get to the point. We did it.
Nando's and stuff like that.
And for me, I feel like that's the purpose of life. I am not going to be the man to be lying on my deathbed and thinking, I have all of these things I could have done. No. All of those things would be tickless. And if it wasn't a tickless, it wasn't the right timing for it.
Yeah.
And I think it's just, I'm built different. Like, and I feel like I always knew that from uni, that I thought, okay, I come here, this is what I want to do. Let's do it. Like, mate, like, in October, we were recruiting the team. I said, I want you. Some of the Mandem said, I'm joining. But we made it work. And I feel like I hear the part of insecurities based on the fact that, like, I don't mind being with people that are overconfident. I don't mind being with people that are too shy. Like, because I know myself, I would never be intimidated to be around people like that. Like, because, like, I've been with people that are richer than me in a club. I've been with people that, like, especially the international doing 2K.
Mate.
You think I got 2K
Mate.
for me to be doing, like, but I could have been there and do envy and jealousy.
Mate.
But I'm thinking, you know what? My time will come. I'm doing me. Like, I just believe in the process. I'm not one to be thinking about, what another man's like. And that's what I'm saying. What's wrong with the Mandem? So I'm saying there's times where us as Mandem will focus on what's he like? What's he doing? And especially with, like, we already said majority of the uni, like, that city was girls. So of course, when you're the only promoter, of course, you're gonna have females that are gonna come and talk to you. They're gonna have female attraction. They're gonna be like, yo, mate, Junior, come sort man a ticket, me and my girls. But then, moment your girl is talking to the guy, say, oh yeah, you know Junior. It's like, the guy's like, why are you mentioning his name?
Mate.
Like, or sometimes Mandem will be like, oh, what do you know about a Junior guy? Like, or know about them? Like, I was never that guy. Like, I was never that guy to be focusing and worrying about what's he doing there? What's that guy doing? And to be honest, I think that's when things started going left with Imperial. Because I started being that guy.
You started focusing on it?
I started focusing on it, and I got distracted.
Okay.
And, like, I started realizing, you know what, yeah? Damn, like...
You know what? That was a good point as well. And I think I noticed that at one particular event.
Yeah.
Where something happened, some girl done something stupid. Yeah.
Which event was this one?
It was a hustle one. I think it was a hustle.
Oh, yeah.
It's a dance event now. And then you asked me a question where in the moment I was like, "Raw, like Junior asked." I didn't think much of it, but then I was thinking like, what got us to the point where you would even ask me a question? Like, it wasn't like a mad question, but on a business level, and Junior, who I know is business minded, I was like, "Why are you even asking me this?" Basically, it was a girl who done something outside of uni towards basically everyone in Imperial. And then she came to the event with her friend, and then you asked me, "Should I let her in?" You know what I'm trying to say? In my head, I'm thinking, like at the end of the day, that's money. You know what I'm trying to say? On a more basic level now, a more fundamental level, like, fam, it's not that deep. Like, let her see that you don't care what she done to us. Let her get in it. But then that made me think to myself, like, the fact that you even had to deep it and be like, Michael, should I let this go in? Obviously,
I had my own demons that I was fighting. I think it's one of those things where when you're doing events, like I said, it's sports, it's football. You know what I'm saying? You're playing teams. You know what I'm saying? I'm here thinking, you know what? You're up. You're not. You're like even though I was thinking about the money, I never really started Imperial just on money. It was more like experience, and I'm thinking, you know what? I'm in my zone. Do I really want to see you enjoying in my zone? Like really, not realizing that, you know what? That's an extra money that could help with the DJ.
No, it's not even, and maybe I didn't explain it properly. It wasn't the fact that her going in was money for us. But in my head, it was like the fact that you even had, like you said, it was like you saw it like an opera. It made me realize that you were thinking about this in a different way than who you were initially. You know? Like the fact that you even saw her as like a as an op, like you said, that's like a serious term for some people. I was like, fam, let her in. Like the fact that she's even in partying with us, she's gonna look stupid to everyone, innit? Like you're coming to her party or event, but you was doing the most outside on campus or whatever. So for me, but it made me realize that you maybe not in the past when I first met you, but at this point now, you were seeing things differently.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And for me, I kind of started thinking, are you not like enjoying like doing these things anymore, like putting on these. For me, I don't know, like not because of that one event, not one situation, but in me, I felt like it was a bit different for you now putting on these events. I feel like I didn't know how much responsibility it came with it. Yeah. Once I got into the light, like obviously, you got to also remember the more events we were doing, the bigger we were known for. We went from doing events in, like I said, in Brighton, Southampton. You know what I'm saying? Like the bigger we were getting, the more eyes I had on me, and I thought, damn, like this is kind of uncomfortable still. Like if I make one mistake on Twitter, like back then people were at man. I'd be like, mate, I remember one event. Oh my days. Like one of the coaches broke down or something. Like, mate, my act was so hot. I thought, you know what? Turn off the phone. But that's what I go back to when I say people don't. It's easy to judge, but you ain't been there. Mate. So I had a lot of people judging, but they've never done an event. Like you're out here coming to an event, looking around, thinking this is not right, but you've never gone out your way to even call a venue. So I felt like there was a lot of eyes on me, and a lot of it was based on that. Like it wasn't coming from a neutral standpoint. It was coming from, I like Junior, but I don't want the best from him really. Again, and I think that's when I started experiencing. I was like, wow, like, because the thing about me is, you put me in a position like that, I start to feel let me show them. That's it. What I was trying to say before. Let me show them. Feeding into that energy. Yeah. That's not healthy. That's not really you. That's not healthy. Because then for you to be like, oh, let me show them. That comes from a place that you care. Exactly. That comes from a place that, did I live up to that expectation? Exactly. Did I deliver? Did I show them? But then I went from a perspective from a year before, I was thinking, you know what? Man's just showing me. That's the difference. Mm-hmm. But a year after, I went to, you man, them really doubting me? Let me go. You really doubting me? Come on, like really? Exactly. That was what I was trying to articulate before. Like see the difference, you know? It wasn't really. It was you now trying to prove a point. And then that's what. And I think, especially with that year, obviously, like shout out to Nana, like when you got two people in your team that leave Imperial, like Nana and Chidi, like obviously like them and like they were like brothers back then. So I'm saying we're like thinking raw, like you're leaving, say nothing, and you're going to do ACS. Okay, come, say nothing.
Like, and you know what it is, I took things personal because I was so focused on trying to make things perfect. People didn't realize how much emotions I had invested in Imperial.
I think that's natural though.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like, you know when you first fall in love? Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I was so attached that I put myself in a fragile position. So when I saw Nana and Chidi leave, I said, calm. Me and ACS, let's do this. Let's see what we're saying. And then that's when Nana had his own committee. I have my committee.
You had 2 teams now.
So we're like, cool. You're Real Madrid, man's Barca, innit? Because I'm so competitive, and the thing about the ACS team, I had love for bare of them, but all I saw was Nana and Chidi. I didn't see Tanya, didn't see Glenda. I saw Nana and Chidi, and I said, cool. And that was the year where, and I always say that Nana's like, he's my mental sparring partner. Like he motivates me in a sense where when I saw that, oh, you're doing this, yeah, you're doing events now, yeah, cool, send off it. Book Stormzy. I said, oh, you're doing this now, yeah. Wizkid. I said, oh, okay, cool, that's nice, you're doing showcase, cool. J House and Mo Stacks. When I told the Mandem that, because when we booked J House and Mo Stacks, they were like, oh, do we need both? Bro, we're doing both. We're doing both. When they had that track together, I can't remember. When the freestyle in the Westwood team, I said, this is a confirmation why we're doing both now, Mandem. You know that, yeah? And I said, but during the prize, no, we're doing both. We're ending the year on the bang. And then it's helpful, but it's not, because if you win, you feel like you're Ronaldo. You lose,
mate. You lose, bro. So let's fast forward a bit.
Yeah.
Going now to like the last few days or last few months of and people like being active and putting on events and stuff.
Yeah.
One big lesson I learned was was take up our last event. Was Southampton one?
No.
Second to last event.
Last event was way too drunk.
Second to last event. So this was an event we done outside of Brighton.
No, take off. Oh yeah.
Outside of Brighton.
Yeah, that was shut down still.
Yeah, and we were hoping to take our people to another city.
Oh yeah, that's when everything was confirmed.
Now
that's when everyone was confirmed.
And it started seeds of intimidation, seeds of competitiveness, seeds of jealousy, seeds of whatever have been sown.
Yeah.
And now it's like we're reaping the maddest.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like result ever. Basically, no one seems like they're coming to our event.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Right.
Definitely.
I think, maybe, how many people actually came from Sussex?
Like less than 20.
Less than 20.
Less than 20. I wouldn't even be surprised if it was 12.
I was about to say 12. I think it was about 12.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
So imagine now we've gone from having basically sell-out club, like events happening, like Ram clubs, good turnouts, to we can't even get like
12 people, 20 people. I feel like a coach from our home city, from our own city.
Or minivan, like 2 minivans basically.
Yeah.
Going from our home city to another city to support us for an event. And I'm messaging people and they're giving me, because it's me, you know what I'm going to say? Because I realised as well, a lot of the energy that was negative wasn't being directed towards me.
No. At that time, I could say I had the negative energy. I was like the radar. I was the bloody red. But it comes with it.
Yeah.
Like if any of the man that made a mistake, I owned that. If there was a problem, I owned that. Like if I got into a situation, I was so protective of my mandem that you couldn't talk to my boys anyhow. No way could you disrespect any of my guys in front of me. I'm not one of those fake guys. No way. I was so protected. Like you knew it. Like Imperial was run as like a family.
Yeah.
I was like and the thing is, I was so clear of who I was so clear that like who I did not really get along with, or who I didn't really like, and I think that was my fault. I started realizing people don't need to feel uncomfortable around you, Junior. You know. Yeah. But I liked it. I liked it to be like, you know what? Yeah, I'm not effing with you. Why do I have to pretend? Because obviously you're in a space of uni where everyone's kind of pretending just for 3 years, just so they can get by, But me, I was thinking, you know what you did, I know what I've done. Why are we pretending?
Yeah.
So I used to just look at them and like, look at you, blood. You don't even digest this energy here. So that came with bad things as negative. Like it happens, innit?
But
Especially
what
when
I
you're the
learned-
face.
It was a lesson learned though, because what I learned was obviously we done what we normally do, promote.
Oh yeah, of
You know
course.
what I'm saying? And the event was a good event.
Oh,
like,
mate,
the turnout
lit,
was
lit,
like,
lit,
whoa.
lit.
Like, that was our biggest turnout.
Oh, mate,
With the
lit.
smallest amount of home supporters you could
Mate,
see.
lit.
Actually there.
Lit. But then that's why I keep telling people that people don't understand where I sat back and I started realizing that, you know what, yeah, Imperial's not a Brighton brand. Like,
no.
they wanted to package us like that, but we was a South Coast brand. Our bloody flicking quote was hashtag not everyday Midlands. We was a rebellion to, you think Leicester is the only one that deserves 10 to 6 a.m. or even the fact that Barfest and Stamina, not knowing that I was the person that was trying to get Barfest to come Brighton again.
Yeah.
I was the person speaking to Stamina, trying to get them to come to the South Coast, trying to convince them, come down here, but it was a rebellion of thinking that it's not all about up north.
Yeah.
There's actually stuff happening down south, and anything them man can do, we can do.
Yeah, so once again, like I said, that was a big lesson. But let's just wrap it up now.
Yeah.
Fast forward to, obviously, Junior today, innit?
Okay.
Like, actually, I kind of skipped uni.
Yeah.
The journey from leaving uni
Yeah.
to what you're currently doing now, which is,
BBC.
what was that transition like?
Mad. I feel like, do you know what it is? I have to also confirm that, you know what, like, even with Brighton, one of the key things that I learned was I was also working in sales. So I did, a lot of people don't know that even I was doing Imperial, I did sales for 3 years. I worked in EE for 2 years. I worked in a call center for a year and 2 months. What do you know about just call
Every day.
just every day calling 300 customers? So that's what helped me with not getting upset with rejection.
Yeah.
Because it was my job for 3 years. I was getting paid to deal with rejection. So I saw it as, you know what? If I'm getting paid to take on another man's rejection, I might as well be getting rejected all the time for myself, because I ain't getting paid for it anyway.
Yeah.
But that's what then gave me the courage for me to apply for the BBC. And then what was funny was I was at a point in time where I stopped doing Imperial. I was in a cold call. I was in a call center, which I wasn't enjoying the most. But I made a lot of close friends there, and it was in Brighton. And I was like, you know what, yeah? Because obviously I dropped out of university, and then I thought, you know what, yeah? This is a time for me to focus on what do you want to do?
Okay.
Where do you want to be? And a lot of people don't realize that even me, like, when I was in Brighton, even though I had my qualifications and everything, some people don't know that I went back to college in Brighton. Yeah, a lot of people don't know that.
So first of all, what was the reason why you decided, okay, let me just drop out? Like, 'cause I know people who've been they're doing secondary school numbers at uni.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say, so.
I feel like a lot of people, like, if I have to be honest, like dyslexia was one, and I do suffer for a bit of ADHD, a little bit, like, yes, it's on the diagnosis.
So basically.
So I wasn't. It didn't gravitate to me.
Okay.
Like, I wasn't there for it. Like,
That's something we didn't even touch on, the academic side of you. How would that affect you?
Oh, mate, that one was written off, man. Written off, like. And to be honest, like, God puts people through things for reasons, innit? So I couldn't say like that was waste of my time or waste of my life. No way. Like, mate, the one thing that what us Mandem should really realize, that sometimes you gotta take 4 steps back just so you can move 6 steps forward.
Okay, but that's an interesting point though, because do you see that as taking steps back?
Nah, no. What? No. What?
Because you're saying steps back.
No, but for me going back to college.
Okay.
What?
Okay.
Man had qualifications, you know. Man went to a top 20 uni blood.
Why did you go back to college?
Because I thought, you know what? Everybody kept saying, Junior, you're quite business minded, you know. You should study business.
Oh, you didn't actually study business at college?
Oh, nah, I studied I studied medical neuroscience, blood. I was out here trying to be a doctor.
Or uni?
Yeah, even medical science. I was a science guy, blood.
Oh my days.
And that was a problem based on the fact that, you know, like, the thing about, so obviously, when my dad died when I was 7, school was already a struggle. When my sister died when I was 15, that was GCSE time. So I was thinking, you know what? Like, when your sister dies from, like, cancer, try a sitting exam thinking you got motivation to even revise. So I thought, you know what? If I want to move to the next step, my biggest fear in life was always being left behind. I never want to be left behind. But then that's Africans, innit? Oh, you don't want to be left behind. If your friends I said, like, we didn't start this race the same. Man had bare hurdles overcoming from 7 to flicking 18. So when I was picking college, I was thinking, you know what? How do I get into college? You pick your best. GCSE grades. Okay, yeah. So I thought, you know what? I ain't picking science because I love it. I'm thinking, you know what? I need to get into college. So I'm going to study science. Okay. So you know, to get into college, study science. You're like, cool. How do I get into the top unis that I really want to get into? So what do? You study science. Okay. You get to uni now. Okay. Well, you now pick medical neuroscience. You come there thinking that you're going to be out here learning how to... And I've always been money motivated. So I'm thinking, yeah, doctor, neurosurgeon, man's on it. I'm going to be rich. Not realizing that if I wasn't enjoying the process, that was never going to happen.
It's not going to happen.
I was never, ever going to be a medical neuroscientist. And the thing is, me and Jason went to labs. And then I used to look at the guy and I used to think, this man don't look happy in his job. This man's not like me. I look at the classmates, these guys were out here getting gassed on germs. I was looking at them. Mate. No, because I was thinking, like, you man them got a passion for it. My passion wasn't that. It wasn't there for it. So obviously, it was never going to be like I was going to hit a brick wall somewhere. And if that meant leaving uni with a 2-1 or whatever, or first, with medical neuroscience, how the hell was I going to get a job? Yeah. Who am I bluffing in an interview? Who am I bluffing? I love this. I love medical neuroscience. People like, who am I bluffing? And I feel like that's another thing that's wrong with the man. You know what I'm saying? Because we put ourselves in positions, in processes where we don't care, we don't like, we don't think of, just because we don't want to be left behind. And I think that's that. And when I dropped that was the first time I had to sit there like, what's going on in life? And that was the first time I thought, you know what, yeah? Because I'm a Drake fan, and everyone knows me. I love Drake. That was the first time in that year I wasn't listening to Drake, because there wasn't a time for it. It wasn't a time to be listening to Mandem that was perfect, because this was before the Pusha T situation and the baby. No, because it comes with it. That was when I was on my Meat Mill shit. Like, I was on it, like, I was thinking, okay, so it's confirmed. I flopped. Everyone knows it. My Vince is not here. Everyone knows that I'm not in uni. Cool. I'm working a call center full time. Shit. I am looking like a failure. Damn. But then that's when I found my inner beast. Not that's when I found myself again. I was like, Junior, you're not a dickhead, Vlad. You think you're gonna let these men come tell you you're gonna be in this permanent position? Okay. You're gonna be in this man's gonna be in a call center for the rest of my life. Uni's gonna hold my back. I'm not gonna do. I was thinking. I said to myself, because that's when I used to speak to Kojo all the time. I said, like, Kojo, I'm telling you, I'm gonna catch them. I'm going to. And the thing is, I've never been unemployed. I've always had peace. The thing about, like, and that's the thing that Gabriel told me, is that, Junior, even though it looks publicly that you flopped, or you're not there, or you're not getting the grades, you're not doing this, you've always been making peace. Like, you've always had peace in your pocket. So you never look like you failed, but in my heart, I knew I failed. So then, that's when I thought, and even with the Imperial stuff, that was the time when everyone was like, you know what, Junior? That thing was a waste of your time, you know? Even my mum was telling me, Junior, something that I was passionate about, you know? They're like, that was a waste of your time. Imagine your friends thinking, that was a waste of your time. I was thinking, okay. So then, obviously, shout out to Karen, because she's a boss man still. Karen Brandt, my lover, someone could say. But she's the person that actually told me, you said that, you know what, Junior, there's this scheme where BBC pays for your degree. Okay. And you can work there for 2 years. I said, shut up. I said, when did companies ever pay for your degree?
Mate.
Did you hear about?
No, I knew that stuff still. But
You knew that stuff?
I knew about
Nah.
Did you know, yeah? Just quick side note. Did you know you can get, it was, when I got into uni,
Yeah.
there were lower grade requirements to work for like Goldman Sachs.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I was aware of our options in it, but
that wasn't the okay.
that wasn't my thing. I didn't want to do that.
So then I applied for it, and I was like, cool. I was like, yeah. I said, let me apply. Obviously, first round, I was like, cool. Here's 3 questions, answer it. And I'm thinking, BBC's not for me, man. I ain't never gonna fit in there, man. Like, it's never gonna work, man. These man, like, it's BBC, man. Them man ain't loved me since Waterloo Road. Like, let's be real, fam. No, but that's what I was thinking. So then, I then applied, and then got through to the first round. So calm, can't get excited. Then the second one was an online interview assignment, online test with a online interview.
Okay.
I was like, cool. I did that, got through. I said, okay. It's like, oh, you've now been invited to the final round. I said, hey. So see, that's when I didn't tell nobody. I was just applying for this, innit? And I was like, shit. I said, damn. I said, mate, I gotta bring this home. Like, and then that's when if I want stuff, I'm grabbing it.
Yeah.
So then I thought, okay, it's time to make this happen. The final interview, I was on a high. I travelled from Brighton, because that's when I was still living in Brighton.
Yeah.
So I went from Brighton to Central to go to the BBC interview. And then they were like, not realising that I came with my portfolio, my Imperial portfolio. So this is this thing here, yeah, that they said didn't mean anything. My friends told me, my family told me. I said, F it, means something to me. I said, I'm gonna go to a corporation and I'm gonna show them what this is. I sat down, and obviously this is what, 3 years ahead, did it?
Yeah.
I'm like, I sit down, I said, so tell me about yourself, what have you done? I said, my name's Junior Kassim, and I'm gonna be one of the greatest leaders of this country has ever seen. No lie. What do you mean? I said, mate, when I was 18, I started an entertainment company. They're like, what company? I said, I went to Brighton, I saw a niche market, I monopolized the market quickly. I could have went there, you see what I said there? But I could have then said, hi there, my name's Junior, I do raves.
It's true. It's how you word it.
It's how you word it, it's about packaging.
How you word it,
so I went there and I said, you know what? I said, you know Stormzy, wickedest gang man? Booked him. You know Wizkid, Drake, Come Closer? Booked him. That's how I was talking, because I was so, I knew this thing meant so much to me. So I was thinking, come on. Like, I've worked. Like, even though people don't see it as it was value or they thought it was a waste of time. And then after that, 2 months after, they gave me the phone call and they said, Junior, we'd like to offer you a place in the BBC.
Right.
And that's how I got there. So, one thing I would say is that,
You completed.
oh yeah, so like when everyone was telling me that Imperial was a waste of my time, people are not realizing that my hobby got me my corporate job. It wasn't great. It wasn't the uni. It wasn't great. It wasn't the uni. It was my hobby. It was, what experience have you done? How did you get there? And still now, I can still just thank God that till now, like, I've been employed, yes, I didn't leave Brighton with the grades, the 2-1, the first, but I didn't leave Brighton empty-handed.
Didn't.
I didn't leave Brighton with no job. I didn't leave, mate, when I left Brighton, I went straight to the city.
Mate.
You understand?
Yeah.
And I thought that wasn't for me. I thought, no way, man. What's a graduate thing there for me? Like, I didn't know. I was like, man's just been doubling down on me. I was like, you know what? I won't do this, dominate, become the best, and chat. And when you got the confidence, you can go into interviews and be like, yo, I did this. No, I did raves. Like, excellent example. I said, mate, I had 30 employees that were working for me in the bookings. When it came to collecting cash, I was paying for them. I could have said, I had 30 promoters that were paying. that I was paying £1 a ticket. Same thing. It's about packaging it. And that's the one thing, when I worked in sales, and I always tell my friends that, and what the one thing that's mad is that majority of my housemates all worked in sales. Like, sales is not a job, it's a lifestyle, it's a skill, it's a mindset. It's a mindset. If you can't sell yourself, who's meant to sell you? If you can't tell your story, who's meant to say it for you? You think these Mandem on the other side of the job is meant to help you out in an interview? You have one guy, like, I might not have the best grades or I might not be the best person, but I will spin you in an interview. Facts. And I've always done it. Because I know myself, I know how to handle the interview. I know how to have emotional intelligence. I know how to be like, you know what? I see what this person's doing. Let me approach it differently. Let me throw my twist. Let me throw my twist. And that's what life's about, isn't it? Like, life's too short to not be to be a prop in the background. Nah, B. No.
And you know what's interesting as well? Like, I think a lot of people need to really deep some of the things we're saying, because you went to uni and you use uni for you.
Oh yeah, I use it as a social experiment.
A lot of us are just being used by the student loans. They're making
yeah.
Like, we went, you went there and I went there. Like, one thing I said to my sister when I went to uni, I said, I'm not going to uni like for the grades, and I'm going to uni to network and meet people and to build. You know what I'm trying to say?
No, it's facts. Because like I say, I always say, that's the last time you will ever be with your age mates. If you telling me you want to be a businessman and you're telling me you don't do nothing business in uni, I'm not interested as an investor. For me, other people might be, but while people were studying business, I was out here doing business. Like that's what people say, Junior, you should study medical neuroscience. I said, yeah, I am. Like, but don't talk to me about that, man. That's stressful. But it's about working, because my biggest fear is that I didn't want to study business, because I was also focusing on, you know what, black stereotype, people being business, not knowing that man was like, what do you know about collecting a 13k investment from students? What do you know about that?
Mate.
What do you, to come
bring students together?
To come bring students, mate, what do you know from going out to booking Stormzy, Wizkid, Davido? What do you know? That was a real business. And that was all come based on the fact that I started something and we don't know how far it took me. And then it took me all the way to the BBC. So that Imperial thing that everyone said it was wasted, as soon as I got that job, that's the first thing I said to my mom. I said, Mom, Imperial paid off, innit?
I said, Imperial paid off, innit? Oh my God, what did she say?
She's like, because I think that's why, like, when you can overcome death, I overcome my sister's death, I've overcome my dad's death. You think anything could stop, man? So when I came to Brighton, I had to dominate, I did that. I wasn't joking, and Jason knew it, and Mandem knew it. So when they used to show me, I said, I'm booking Stormzy. They're like, or when I said, I'm booking Wizkid, so they're like, how? Mate, Drake is still on my to-do list, fam. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I thought it was close one time, you know.
Yeah, same.
Wow,
That's a different.
But anyway,
fam. But I booked my favorite Afrobeat artists. Boom, writ off. I booked my favorite UK acts. Writ off. And I did that when I was like 21, 22. So, but I could have easily saw all of the stuff that I was doing there was a waste of time. If I let people get into my head. And it's not easy. Like, it's like, that's why sometimes in your life, you have to have tunnel vision and be like, you know what? Like, and that's why I respect what the Mandem are doing here, because you don't know how far it's gonna take you.
It's true, man.
You can be here interviewing me, and then next year, you could end up interviewing Stormzy. Life is so quick.
It's true.
Be like, oh, like, because that's what life is about. It's meant to be for living. It's not meant to be for, oh, regrets. What if I did this? What if I should? And imagine if I focus on spending time on thinking, oh, if I didn't do well in uni, maybe I should. Because remember, in society, I'm not meant to be here. Society, I got a single mother. One, I'm a black man. 2, I'm a uni dropout. 3, number 4, I'm a black man. not like I'm not meant to be where I am.
Mate.
So the moment you let these social concepts put you in a box and say, you know what? You didn't do this, you didn't do that, you should be there. You should be like, middle finger, fuck you, man. I ain't never gonna be there, man. I'll put myself where I wanna put myself. And that's what life's about, man.
And that's what I was even trying to say before. Like, I think a big thing, sometimes as young people, Mandem, whatever you wanna call us, yeah, we kind of have like this template that's been given to us, and we think inside of that template.
Oh yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, some people think there's rules.
Yeah,
so some people think I want to
facts.
do what Junior done.
Yeah.
But I'm in uni now, so I can't do that.
Yeah.
I have to go seminar. I got to
course.
go lecture.
Yeah, of
and
course.
then when I left, I'm gonna get a job.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use the money from that job.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna do my job and start this entertainment. You know, like, people just make these imaginary rules in their head. You understand? Like, maybe there could have been people at Sussex or whatever other unis who could have done what we done, or done what you done, and even done it better. But they never even get themselves a chance.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean? They
Definitely.
just keep like, well, I don't even say they, we, because we all do it at some time.
we all do
At
it.
some point in our lives, we put these like restraints.
These
on
boundaries,
us.
these hurdles for yourself.
We can't do certain things, or we pretend we can't do something. Like, why not? What's stopping us from doing these things, innit? So I think just even going forward, it's a thing where we need to start thinking outside of this template. Like,
Mate, it gets even worse in our ends. People just think for you to be rich, you gotta be a footballer or you gotta be a rapper.
mate,
Like, that's what I'm saying. These youngers, they don't understand how blessed you have for you to have stuff like Black Panther on TV, blood.
mate.
On movies. Like, on our time, what did us man have? We had EastEnders. Who's that Donny? Gus.
You had EastEnders, fam.
No.
I didn't even have EastEnders. I had Nollywood.
See, I had EastEnders. I had Gus that was what was.
Television,
See?
AIT, fam. We was bridging the gap.
See? Nah.
All of them things there, fam. Like, but anyway, like you said, we need to like open up our minds. Like,
Yeah.
First, I don't know why like there's no like game like producers from the ends. Like, I
facts.
know of that are like champions.
And just the funniest thing, people don't understand that makes more that the gaming industry makes more than the movie industry put together.
And I'm not saying
put
like
together.
Exactly. I'm not saying like because you can be a gamer and make pieces as well. I'm talking about people actually making games, like, designing. Like, you don't really see these things like authors. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, obviously we spoke with Michael Mini recently, and he's like basically set up a news network. That's something I'm like, like these are people who are from our community and are thinking outside the box, because no one's gonna do it for us. You understand? One thing I've come to realize a long time ago is that in the UK, especially if you're an ethnic minority, it's you and then it's the UK. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
But then at the same time, they don't owe you shit.
they don't exactly. No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's
They don't
you.
owe, like it's just what like I think it's that entitlement that I feel like we put ourselves in that raw like man's this, so I deserve this. Nobody cares.
Exactly. That's why, like, with things like Brexit, I'm not really bothered about Brexit.
No.
What I say to people is, you see that our parents come from like abroad, yeah. At the end of the day, they came here because we're trying to get to a goal. The goal in their mind, let's call it something broad. Let's say success. Yeah? So coming to this country, that was part of the journey. Yeah. So let's say we're on the bus now. We're on the bus coming to the UK. We got to the UK. All right. The next part of the journey, get good education. We're still on the bus now. Get good education. All right. You got your degree now. Get a good job. We're on the bus now. Anything else happening, we're going to success, innit? So whatever that is for each of us, yeah. It shouldn't be a do or die. Like, okay, we can't do anything else now. So Brexit, for example, if they now say tomorrow, everybody return back to your motherland. Mate, all I'm doing is jumping off the bus and walking to the next stop and getting the next one. So whatever that means to me, that could be you going from Imperial to now the BBC. That could be you dropping out of uni. But don't subscribe to, okay, I'm here, this is the only way I can go. Like, as black people now and as ethnic minorities, we need to understand whatever means, any means necessary, innit? Any route necessary, like.
But then at the same time, people find that success is one straight line.
They think it's one straight line.
Not realizing that a lot of these rich, successful people have all failed.
Yeah. A lot. And that's part of the journey.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And I think the one thing that, especially for me, like, I realized that you said, you want to be a millionaire, yeah? Big band, you want to be a millionaire, yeah? Yeah, because, mate, I'm going to be a millionaire.
But why not?
No. Like, I know that without
You know what it is? I don't doubt that.
But
I don't doubt that.
one thing that I said to myself, yeah, is that you want to be a millionaire, but you don't know how to make £100. That's what's wrong with some man.
Wait.
No, like
But
so
it's all-
no. Deep. So you want to be a millionaire?
Yeah.
Ask yourself, do you know how to make £10?
£10.
Now ask yourself, do you know how to make £100? Now ask yourself, do you know how to make £1,000? Have you ever made £1,000, mate? It's not an easy thing for you to do something and make £1,000 in cash. And then also, have you ever made £10,000? Have you ever made 100,000? Like, that's how you need to think, like. Because if you now say, I want to be a millionaire, but you've never thought about how to make £10 or £100, you ain't got no structure or framework.
You know what it is? It's not even about how to make the £10 or £100, because sometimes I think that's our problem sometimes. It's how to make £10 or £100. Like, we're limiting ourselves on how to make, but it's in cash, not how to make as in something at the industry or a business. You know what I'm trying to say? That's the thing that I think is wrong sometimes. We're too focused on how to make cash rather than how to build something.
How to build, how to create infrastructure, how to make something from, like, even with like the aim is to have more than one source of income. Yeah. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even when I was in Brighton, I was working at EE, I had student finance, and I also had what else was that? I was having cash on the side, and I understood that even though I got these sources of income, I need to wear Balenciagas. Yeah. Like I saw some people like that. That's not for me. Like I always told my man, the day I buy designer shoes, I ain't never going back. I ain't never going back. Never. No, but I've always told the man from beginning. I said the day I buy designer shoes, I'm not going to be looking. Should I buy that? And I've always said to myself, if you can't buy it 3 times, don't buy it at all.
It's true, man. Come on.
Don't buy it at all. Don't buy it at all. What's the point? For you to flex. For man, they don't care.
Post once on the gram, fam.
Post on the gram once.
Post it tight for some reason.
Like these things don't make. These times,
Don't make sense,
that
man.
same amount of money you spend on Balenciagas is what is. It cost me less to set up my first event for Imperial.
Thank you. It's your capital, fam. A lot of us are spending capital, fam, because we're too scared of being left behind.
Exactly.
You know what I
Or we want to
scared.
look the part, but at the same time, it's life. Like I feel like it just comes with inner love, inner self confidence in yourself, and just get into the stuff of life when you be like, you know what, I don't give a F. Because either way, love me or hate me, I'm gonna die. So I'm saying, no, I'm alive. Like, love me or hate me, I'm gonna die. So it's not. There's no point me spending, because you can't spend your whole life chasing public satisfaction and also be chasing your dreams. Tell me, how does that work? You wanna cater to everyone, live up this lifestyle, live up this amazing, like, I want this, I want that, but at the same time you wanna chase your dreams. One has to go. You can't do both. Or you're gonna get to the stage that you're gonna burn out and you're gonna think, you know what? And that's what happened with me. I was chasing people, I want them to be all right. I want this person to be all right. But if I stayed focused and just, you know what? Let me just focus on what I'm good at, why they got here, and just focus on the money. And of course, there was other things that, in the factor that I got involved in. Like I always say, like I was young, I was naive, I was inexperienced. Things happen. I think that's where I went wrong. In a sense where the one thing that helped me while I was doing events, of course, because I had a mentor. Albie.
Okay, I forgot to even mention that.
Yeah, you gotta mention this guy, man.
You know, just quickly as well. That's another thing, that's another thing I really respected was when I joined you guys, and obviously you guys showed me how everything was working and what it was doing. What I really liked about you guys was the respect that the club owner, because basically one person owns the clubs on the strip, the respect he had for all of you.
Oh yeah,
and the respect
of course.
he obviously had for you as well, because you guys knew each other from before. But that's something that I really took note of, because it's not every day you meet someone who's at his position, paying any attention to someone in our position, and then next step to do business with them.
Yeah, but that was my first experience of convincing somebody that's older than me that, you know what, I'm not a joke, man. I understand this. And I think that experience, I took it into the corporate world. And that's a different story. But what I learned from, like, just but he had to take me serious based on the fact that when it took me so long to book that club, yeah, that there was a time when I was outside in that club for flicking 6 hours waiting for him just to talk to him.
Mate.
Like a story, me and Jason. So he said, "Okay, wait outside for me." I said, "Cool." He left me outside. Albi. Told me to. Let's go. It's the seafront. It's cold, blood. So I was outside for 6 hours. Cause I said, I don't care what's gonna happen. I'm getting this club. This here, you ever see a girl that you want? that was the club. I said, this is happening. I told the Mandem, I'm getting shoosh. Or the Mandem said, never that. It's not happening. And what we got shoosh, in our 4th event? Was it 4th event? 4th event? Yeah, 4th event. 4th event. So 1st event was campus. 2nd event was one dingy club in Brighton. No, it was, man. It was very dingy, man. But it was an opportunity for me to break through into the seafront. 3rd club was at a gay club, but it was one of the best clubs in Brighton. So, you know what I mean? It made sense. 2 floors, 2,000 people take off, and then the 4th was shush. See what I mean? So then obviously...
And that's the one you was trying to get?
Oh, from a long time. That was my eye on the prize, man. They weren't doing urban events. People were saying, oh, but shush is too bougie for you guys. It's never going to happen. Again, don't listen to those people. You shouldn't listen to those people. You shouldn't listen to yourself sometimes. Because sometimes yourself was telling me, I was sitting there thinking, this guy's going to come here. He's going to waste my time. Like he's just gonna have me sitting here for just for free, just to chill here. Like, yeah, this is cool. Not knowing that I was waiting for my opportunity to take. So 6 hours later, he comes there. He said, "Oh, you've been here for a long time." I said, "Yeah." It's quite cold. He said, "You ready to talk?" He said, "Yeah." And I think he said, "You know what? Yeah, come back next week, or come back next week. I have a proper meeting with you." I said, "Cool." I brought Jason.
To the meeting now?
Yeah, but just
so the first time you were by yourself?
Yeah, first time by myself. I was just outside. Cool. I was thinking, nah, man, this is the time, man. You know when you have those moments, you just feel like, nah, man, I'm gonna achieve something today, man.
Yeah,
just...
fam, I remember Wizkid, fam. That door was impenetrable, fam.
Mate, it wasn't a joke. So I brought Jason. We sit there, and he said, "So guys, you want my club, yeah?" I said, "Yes, I want your club." He's looking at me, look at these youngers. He's not taking man serious, man. Just so he tried to do something to throw man off. Of course, what he's gonna do? He's gonna talk money. Not, fam, we didn't have cash flow like that.
Yeah.
So what did he say? He said, "You wanna book my club? It's gonna cost you £5,000. You know what I said? Come.
Oh my God.
Jason, yeah. Jason had a heart attack. He looked at me. I said, you know when you could feel your boy looking at you? I said, I'm looking at him, you're looking at me, Jason looking at me. I said, you're distracting me. I'm serious. Let's make it happen. £5,000. He was like, okay, you passed the first test.
Is that what he said?
Like, you could tell, you didn't need to say it. Okay. And then obviously we worked on, and that was the event that I booked Stormzy. So, and the thing is, like, it didn't even end up being £5,000. Sometimes people say this to you to throw you off. They give you these massive hurdles.
I'll see how serious you are.
Mate, see how serious you are. I said, I'll pretend I'm serious as well. If you ask for the £5,000, I don't know. I don't know. But it ended up being what? £500. He was happy with the event. He was happy with the people I brought. He was happy how he managed the Stormzy. He was just happy. He was like, you guys are young boys. I'm liking the way you guys are moving. That's when he became my mentor. Ever since that day, I never paid anything for that club. So then that became a never cost off head. So, and the thing about Albi on the seafront.
Mate, people don't know, man.
You want to know about real life monopoly? Ask Albi. Ask Albi. He knows about real life monopoly. He owns several clubs on that seafront. So you keep him nice, you got a whole block for free.
Mate.
So then that's where I was able to do it into the arch. I was ended up doing this club. And he never, I love him. He never asks for cash up front. He never asks, oh, I'm charging you. Because it became
a relationship.
And that's when I realized, you know what? You got to keep people nice. You got to keep them sweet. And I will always say, if it wasn't for Albie, half the stuff in that year I would have not been able to do without him. Because he showed me many things about how to handle business, how to handle your team, and how to handle competitors. And some other things I was too prideful to learn myself because I was thinking, nah, I'm an effort, man. I'm my own guy. But the one thing I would say is that get mental, guys. It's important. Like the reason why some of these guys are dominating us because we ain't got mentals. Like we have to understand our situation. And sometimes what's wrong with the Mandem is that, and I don't get it because I'm not like that. That they have to feel like for me to be inspired, you have to be from me, look like me, end up like me, be in a situation where you were in a gang, you flopped in that, you came out of that, you primed, now you're successful. That's what some of the man them struggle to take advice from white people.
Yeah.
Cause like, you don't understand, man. Doesn't mean you can't relate.
Exactly.
Doesn't mean you can't get it. Like, no, don't be arrogant. You think because you've gone through a tough time, you can't use this knife and flicking fork and turn it into whatever you want to turn it to.
Mate, it's true. It's true. It's funny you said that because this year I read a book called Shoe Dog. Yeah, the guy who,
yeah, of course.
who started Nike. Yeah,
I read it as well.
His story is so relatable, but just off the surface, you think, what? How can I relate to someone like this guy? Innit?
Yeah.
And it's true. Like sometimes we're in that box, in that template, that mindset of I can only learn from someone who looks like me.
Looks like me,
Because-
acts like me, sounds like me. That's so limited. And if you want to feel like that, you need to go back to Africa, blood.
I mean, they're not even learning from people that look like them. Let's be honest.
No, but if you're gonna feel like that, you need to be in a place where there's more options.
It's true.
How are you gonna come London and just tell me you wanna learn from your ends? That's so limited. Especially with all the internet, YouTube, mate, knowledge is power. I never understood that until I got older, man. All the teachers about knowledge is power. Mum used to about knowledge is power. I realized the reason why people can maneuver the way they can is because they have the knowledge. There's so many times where, like, with my mentors, because obviously working at BBC, I've been able to, like, this year alone, life-changing. I've met the most successful black men, most successful white people, and they all relate. Mate, I'm talking to people that went to Cambridge, 50, and they're making a lot of money. So who am I to sit there and not listen? Because that man went to Cambridge. Nah, man, I'm making my own way without Cambridge.
Yeah,
but
you can still learn from them.
You can still learn from them. And that's why I say getting a mentor is key. Like, I feel like sometimes what's wrong with the man is that us man are too up our own arse to think that we can't ask for help.
Sometimes
man's humble, blood.
Sometimes it's not even that, you know. Sometimes they don't feel like they deserve or they can be next to someone like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's what I think. When it comes to us,
I
think it's up our own.
Okay.
Know, and we're like, I don't want to.
Yeah.
Who does he think he is?
Yeah.
When it comes to outside now,
Yeah.
I really feel like it's a case of, again, they're intimidated.
Yeah.
By the fact that this person
Yeah.
looks more successful, is from a different background, different lifestyle,
Yeah.
and they don't think they can be in that environment and thrive or even learn. They're so like scared, they don't even know they can learn from being in that environment.
No, I agree.
So that's another thing.
But again, we're all running different races.
Yeah.
We need to stop seeing it as your hair, we'll all do 100 meters. We're not. We're not.
Mate.
So I'm saying, like, we need to stop seeing things and stop comparing ourselves too much. Like, sometimes, man, I come off Instagram and I delete that stuff. I was with Trimit the other day and I was like, yo, man, I love you guys so much, man. Because I got my own startup. I got my own tech company that I'm looking to release this year. I've been working on this thing for bloody 2 years. I said to them, man, mate, if I watch your progress, it could cure me, you know.
Oh my God.
I said, I love you, Mandem, but I can sit there and be like, I could be envious.
It's true though.
If I'm focusing too much on you, so sometimes I delete Instagram.
Oh my days.
Sometimes I have to. Sometimes you got to delete Facebook. Sometimes you got to be like,
Because it puts too much pressure on you.
Put pressure on yourself.
And you know what it is? It's putting pressure on you, but you're not even seeing what they've had to go through to get to that point.
Exactly.
What I would say though is sometimes you can look at that and it can motivate you. You know what I'm trying to say? But on the off day,
but
it's not gonna do that
it can
sometimes.
motivate you, but at the same time, if you're not moving, it's not motivating you. It's not really. If you're it's only motivating you if you're in a good day when you're moving.
You're already emotional.
You're already like, oh yeah, I'm moving. I'm moving agile. I'm doing the stuff I need to do. I'm dominating.
When
yeah,
you're
man's
not
gonna be
dominating,
there.
when you're okay. I see what you mean.
When you're not dominating and you're thinking,
You just gotta block it out.
you're lying in bed with your pot belly and you're like, fam, this is me, you know.
Mate.
Like, no, like it's not. And I told them and they laughed. I said, but you man, know I love you. It's just when you've got Mandem that are doing successful things and doing well, like I would never wish bad on none of my Mandem. I want all my Mandem to do well. But man, I want to be the Rolls Royce. That man could be the Merc, they could be the BMW. No, but they can be the Ferrari, but I want to be the Rolls Royce.
Mate.
I want all of us to be luxury cars, but that's what I want to be, the Bentley. I want to be, and the thing is, I only think like that because I'm surrounded by Mandem that motivate me. Like man, like I say again, Nana is my sparring partner mentally. Mentally, when I met Nana, it changed my life. I said, okay, calm. Like I need to make sure I fix some stuff up in my life, like make sure that if he's doing this, I gotta at least meet half at least. So like it's good to have surrounding around you of cats or Mandem that motivate you. And if nobody in your camp is motivating you, you need to find a new camp.
Mate.
You need to find a new team.
Mate, you need to go somewhere.
You need to use Tinder for friends.
No, it's really important because, like I say, mentorship is very crucial.
Oh, definitely.
You know, on a certain level, we all mentor each other.
Of course.
And that's where it starts. Your circle of friends.
Circle of friends.
So having a group of friends where you're not too comfortable because no one's like
complacent.
You're too complacent because no one's trying to go for anything.
Yeah.
It's important. You shouldn't be in that kind of a situation. You need to be around people who are at least, like you said, mental sparring partner.
That's it, mental sparring
You know what I'm saying? Like you're pushing each other.
You need that in at work. You need that in your relationship. You need that if you're doing a start. You need a mental sparring partner. I've got a mental sparring partner in London. I've got a mental sparring partner at BBC. I've got a mental sparring partner at home. Like you need people that's gonna make you think, you know what? It's time.
It's time. I can do better.
I can do better.
I'm trying to say, like,
this is not my permanent position. When I was at my lowest, I was like knocked out. But I needed somebody to remind me, Junior, get up, man.
Yeah.
You're better than this. You really want this to be the end of your story. That your highest was at uni. Not
no
me.
Way, fam. Come on.
No way. But it's good, man. Like even now, like I feel like I'm in a different place, man. Like I got my tech startup, Talent Booker, on the way.
Talk about that for us, like.
Yeah. So what me and my team realized is that we the experience we learned from Imperial, we realized there was a gap in the market in a sense where we thought we got all of these DJs numbers, we got all of these DJ contacts. Overall together, we probably booked like 100 plus DJs without a doubt. And I thought I became the go-to for, hi there Junior, I need a DJ for my wedding. Hi there, I need a DJ for my house party. And I thought, you know what? Like one day we realized, isn't there a platform for this? Where people can actually find the entertainer they need, like live entertainer. And I was like, okay. We thought that, so we searched it, and we found that there wasn't. So we thought, cool. Same like Imperial, you see a problem, come up with a solution.
Yeah.
So that's coming what we're working on. Talent Booker coming soon. And it's been a tough while, like we got developers that work with us, shout out UDS. And it's been a journey, man. It's been a journey. Like having a startup is not easy. It might look nice, but at the same time, I know how much paid off with me starting Imperial with 200 people.
Mate.
So I'm thinking, you know what, yeah, I've been doing the hurdles for Talent Booker, and we're finally getting to a stage where we've gone past one testing. We're about to go to the second testing. Mate, this year alone, my team have been active. Active. Everyone on my team got a mentor. An entrepreneur mentor and a mentor at work. Like we've got guys that are owning like startups, to all the way to guys that are flicking just out here doing venture capitalists, and like we've diversified our network. You understand? We could have left it as just focusing on uni and just uni people, but no, I no longer just chill with people my age. I chill with people that are 50, 55, 60. Mate, these are crucial times to our life. We're in our 20s. I am not trying to be here in 10 years where I'm talking the way I'm talking.
Yeah.
I want to be in 10 years saying, I've done this, I've done that, and I'm done. So I'm saying, life is different. And even with the business and talent book alike, we're currently having relationships where we're knocking on stores. Like obviously if you're seeing Nike Town, you see there's a DJ there. If you're seeing H&M, Topshop, there's a DJ there. We're now reaching out to our local retail shops, restaurants, and asking them, do they need a DJ? A lot of these restaurants are realizing, yeah, we actually do. We just don't know where to go. So we're now starting to try to supply DJs to stores in our local area. So we're just looking to scale that up, and hopefully through time, we'll launch and then, look out for that still.
Okay. Well, Junior, this has been a fantastic conversation. I mean, mate, I've learned a lot. Like, we've spoken.
It's funny, it's because we've known each other for how long, for some of the things.
You don't know until you sit down and talk about it.
Yeah, properly.
Well, yeah, man. That's been another episode of What's Wrong with the Mandem. I hope you learned something. And thank you very much for having me.
Are you gonna dance you if I show you my money? Are you gonna dance you if I show you the way? Are you gonna dance you if I show you my pockets? Baby, are you gonna dance you if I show you my wallet? I will show you the money. Baby, that's for me.
Let me show you.